Hey travelers, welcome back to Laura's Travel Talk. And this week in our series of the 50 U.S. States One a Week, we are going to the fabulous Hawaii. Oh yeah, who doesn't love Hawaii? So I'm there every other year. My husband and I have a place out there and we cannot get enough. There's multiple islands and each island has something different about it, and we'll get into that as we go through this list. But I wanted to point out all the natural beauty and the stunning beaches and the historic sites and the unique food and the sports that they do there in Hawaii. I love that place. And when you live in the States and you go to Hawaii, you feel like you've actually left the country and gone to some wonderful paradise, and you never even have to leave the States, so you don't have to deal with any international travel. So sit back and enjoy while we take a look at all the top things to see and do in Hawaii. So here we go. Let's start off with surfing. Hawaii is synonymous with surfing, and it's the birthplace of surfing. So you can experience it firsthand, especially on the north shore of Oahu. That's where the famous Waimea Bay, Pipeline, and Sunset Beach are, and they have massive waves and professional surfing competitions, and it is something to see, I gotta tell you. And then the next thing up is the Hawaiian Ironman Triathlon, which is in Kailua Kona on the Big Island. And that is an endurance event, folks. They have to swim 2.4 miles, and then they have to bicycle for 112 miles, and then finish it off with a 26.2 marathon. Holy cow, I'm exhausted thinking about it. And then lastly, another Hawaiian thing is Hawaiian canoe racing, the traditional outrigger canoe racing. It's a significant sport in Hawaii. You can watch races at local events or even try canoe paddling for yourself. So enjoy. So next up, we'll take a look at something a little more somber, and it is the Pearl Harbor National Memorial in Oahu. This iconic historic site includes the USS Arizona Memorial, which commemorates the attack on Pearl Harbor during World War II. The memorial is both educational and moving, with exhibits and the opportunity to visit the sunken battleship. When you're at the memorial, you'll see in that picture, you can actually see the USS Arizona in the water beneath. And it's pretty awakening when you see that, because it makes you realize what a horrible situation that was. And you can see that you can go out on that deck there and look over on the side to see the USS Arizona underneath. And then just outside of there is the tombs in the Punch Bowl Crater in Oahu. That National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific, also known as the Punch Bowl, is the final resting place for over 13,000 military personnel. The cemetery is located inside an extinct volcano crater and offers breathtaking views of Honolulu. Next up, I wanted to show you the King Kamehameha statue in Oahu. This famous statue honors King Kamehameha I, the monarch who united the Hawaiian Islands, and it stands in front of the Ali'i Hale, the historic state law building. But the one in the middle is what it looks like on a normal day, and the two outer ones are what it looks like on King Kamehameha Honor Day. It is flooded with leis draping off the arms and around the base. Next up on our list is Volcanoes National Park, which is on the Big Island, the south end of the Big Island. And it is an UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's home to Kilauea and Mauna Loa, two of the most active volcanoes in the world. You can explore volcanic craters, lava tubes, steam vents, and you can experience the power of Hawaii's natural forces. And there's a volcano observatory located on the Big Island as well, where you can go and find out more about ongoing volcanic activity and the geology of Hawaii. But it is so interesting because I have been up there, and you see those people there taking pictures. You can feel the warmth underneath your feet of that old lava and go through those lava tubes. It's really fun. You got to see it. So let's take a look at the Waimea Canyon in Kauai. It's known as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. Waimea Canyon offers spectacular views of red rock cliffs, waterfalls, and lush greenery. Hiking trails through the canyon provide breathtaking vistas. Those waterfalls are beautiful. And then the Aloha Ranch on Oahu is known for its dramatic landscapes in a little different way and as a filming location for the movies like Jurassic Park. Aloha Ranch offers tours exploring the lush valley, including horseback riding, ATV rides, and hikes. So now let's take a quick look at some of the uniquely Hawaiian foods that I wanted to show you. Starting with the poke bowl. Hawaii is famous for fresh poke, and it's usually ahi tuna. Sometimes they use salmon, but it's a variety of seasonings and seaweed and soy sauce and sesame seeds and sesame oil, a little rice on the side. But they have poke shops, and it's sold in markets fresh all the time, so you can try it all over the different islands. Then there's spam musubi. That is a lot of spam on the island because, they're an island and they have to have canned meats. And spam musubi is a popular snack because it's just a slice of grilled spam on top of a block of rice and then wrapped with a piece of seaweed. And then loco moco, which I really like. It's a comfort food though. It's kind of heavy. It consists of rice topped with a hamburger patty and then a fried egg and then some brown gravy on top. It's really flavorful and it's served at a lot of the local diners. And then lastly, shave ice, not to be confused with the snow cone, because shave ice is a Hawaiian treat made by shaving blocks of ice and topping it with sweet syrups and condensed milk. We have a spot that we love to go to on the Big Island in the Kailua Kona port. Their name is Ducky's Scandinavian Shave Ice. I don't know, don't ask, who knows. But they are great because they'll add vanilla ice cream in the middle of all the shave ice that they form around it. And then you can add a snow cap, which is they put the flavors on, and then they'll pour over some condensed milk on top to make it a little sweeter. It's kind of yummy. So now let's get to the heart of the matter, and we're going to take a look at the 7 islands of Hawaii. Starting with number 7 on the list, the lesser known Niihau is the Forbidden Island. The Niihau is a privately owned island by the Robinson family for over 150 years, and it maintains a strong focus on preserving Hawaiian culture and traditions. And a tip is that you can visit by booking a special helicopter or a snorkeling tour, but I don't think it's common, so you have to look around for that one. And a fun fact is that Niihau has no paved roads or cars and operates off of solar power. And it offers a unique glimpse into a simpler way of life. P.S. There are no hotels, and they don't use money on that island. Okay, number 6 on our list is Lanai, the island of Lanai. Why is it great? Well, it's known as the Pineapple Island. Lanai is perfect for those seeking luxury and seclusion. And a lanai is, a balcony. That's what that word means. And then a tip is take a 4x4 adventure to explore the rugged terrain of the Garden of the Gods. And a fun fact is, Lanai was once owned almost entirely by Dole, making it the world's largest pineapple plantation. Yum! Number 5 is the island of Molokai. Why is it great? Well, the island offers a glimpse into old Hawaii with its untouched landscapes and strong cultural heritage. Tip: visit Kalaupapa National Historical Park to learn about its unique history, as it was once a leper colony. Not a lot of people go to Molokai. And a fun fact is Molokai has the tallest sea cliffs in the world, reaching up to 3,600 feet. Jeez Louise. Next up, number 4, Kauai. Why is it great? Well, it's known as the Garden Isle, and Kauai boasts dramatic landscapes like Waimea Canyon and the Nepali coast. You got to go down to the water and see that spouting horn. And it is absolutely beautiful. I have been to Kauai, and it is truly the Garden Isle. You can take a helicopter tour to fully appreciate the island's beauty. And a fun fact is over 60 movies and TV shows have been filmed on Kauai, including Jurassic Park. And I have to tell you that I took a helicopter tour in Kauai with no doors on the helicopter because I'm claustrophobic, but I'm not afraid of heights. I know, contradictory there. But it was the best thing we ever did. We got up in the air. It was freezing cold up there, but oh my gosh, the views and waterfalls on Kauai, because it's the Garden Isle. It is so lush. I recommend. So we're down to number 3, but I wanted to remind you that I've got a whole bunch of links in the description because I'm giving you a lot of information, and there is 7 islands, so it's a lot of information to absorb. So number 3 is Maui. Why is it great? Well, it's called the Valley Isle. Maui's famous for its luxury resorts and the scenic road to Hana and whale watching, which you can do from mid-December to mid-May. And a tip is, you can catch the sunrise at Haleakala National Park for an unforgettable experience. And the fun fact is, every winter those humpback whales migrate to Maui's warm waters, making it a prime spot for whale watching. And as many of you know, in 2023 there was a devastating wildfire in Lahaina, which is one of the major cities in Maui. And they have rebuilt, and they are trying to get visitors to come back. So if you have an opportunity, go see Maui, and you'll see that front street, that giant banyan tree that's over 150 years old. It survived. Go Maui. Okay, number 2 island is Hawaii, the Big Island. Why is it great? Well, the Big Island is a land of contrast because you've got active volcanoes. You've got the lush rainforest on the east side of the island, which is where Hilo is, and they grow a lot of orchids for all the leis. And then you've got black sand beaches because of all the old lava flows. And on the west side of the island, which is where Kailua Kona is, it's almost all lava, and you've got rocky beaches, but it makes for fantastic snorkeling. A tip: explore Hawaii Volcanoes National Park to witness Kilauea and Mauna Loa. And the fun fact about Mauna Kea, when you measure it from its base on the ocean floor, it is the tallest mountain in the world. Little known fact. Anyway, the Big Island is fantastic in its own right. Well, we're up to number 1, and that is Oahu. Oahu, why is it great? Well, it's known as the gathering place, and it's home to Honolulu, Waikiki Beach, Pearl Harbor, the North Shore's legacy surfing spots. And a tip is, you can visit the iconic Diamond Head Crater for stunning panoramic views, because you can go up there and you look all the way down Waikiki Beach. And then the fun fact is, the North Shore hosts some of the biggest surf competitions in the world, like the Vans Triple Crown. And when you're on Waikiki, there are so many hotels and places to stay, and it's a bustling city. But we usually rent scooters to ride around because it's easier to go in and out and run in and out of areas and park. So enjoy Oahu. Well, I gotta tell you, it's very hard to do justice to Hawaii in under 15 minutes. So I hope that you gathered enough information and interest so that you can get over to Hawaii yourself, because if you have not been, you are missing out. I have been to the 4 top islands: Kauai, the Big Island, Maui, and Oahu. And they are all different, and they all offer something different, but they are all fantastic. I just can't say enough good things about Hawaii. It is absolutely beautiful. So thank you for joining, and thank you for watching the channel, Laura's Travel Talk. And I hope to see you next week, and give it a thumbs up and put your comments in the comment section, and we'll see you next week. Until then, don't get sunburned.